Let's talk 4 most effective ways to treat inflammations to heal from chronic pain. Before we begin, let's answer a few questions. You can put them in the comments if you like. Do you cure your inflammations by regularly taking anti-inflammatory pills? Yes or no? Do you think inflammation is the cause of ongoing pain? Yes or no? And how do you address the inflammation so the pain goes away? All these questions and more will be answered in this video today. The 4th way to reduce inflammation is the most crucial one and has been ignored by everyone because they don't know much about it. So stay tuned. Hi, I am Dipti Patel, physical therapist with 20+ years of experience, therapeutic pain specialist and a yoga teacher. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you get notified when my new video is released. I have so much information that I can't wait to share with you so you embark on your pain-free journey and live fearless, active life. Before we proceed, let's talk about the types of the inflammations. The inflammation happens because of 2 reasons, okay? Either it could be infection, bacterial or viral, and second is injury of the actual tissues. It could be a skin tear, a burn, ankle sprain, fractures, surgeries, or any injuries. If it is an infection, most of the time your tissues calls the immune system, like we call the police if there is an invader in the area. But if there is an injury, we need a repair team. So not only the police, but the fire truck will also come along with the ambulance. The goal of the inflammation is to initiate protection, so it heals and recovers. So for short-term inflammation is okay. It's all called acute inflammation. And most of the time, 99% of the time, acute inflammation subsides within 10 to 14 days. If you ever had an injury, usually it hurts a lot at the time of the injury, but the next day, pain is less. The following day is much less. And by 5th, 5th, or the 7th day, it's much less, right? Most of the time, the pain medications are not even needed 2 weeks post-injury or even a surgery. In my opinion, about 5 to 7 days. So all the anti-inflammatory medications like Advil, Motrin, ibuprofen, aspirin only works in that initial week or 2. But that is not the kind of inflammations we are talking about today. We are talking about chronic inflammation that lasts for weeks, if not for months, correct? To dive deep into this, there are 4 types of chronic inflammations you need to know, and we will talk about the strategies to handle each one. Sounds good? All right, let's begin. The first one, chronic inflammation happens from eating processed food. This is a huge one. Your body needs a healthy, nutritious food, not only to function efficiently, but also to heal and repair. Too much processed food causes toxicity in your digestive system and liver and eventually show us in the blood. So you have more inflammatory chemicals that are high in the blood, like interleukin 6, interleukin 9, and cytokines are high. You can even get tested for this via lab test. So the first best way to handle chronic inflammation is to eat anti-inflammatory and alkaline food. There is so much information out there about the diet in the market. So I have created a separate video to understand different diets and which one you need to tackle the chronic inflammations to heal from pain. So please check that out. I have a link in the descriptions below. Now, if you're looking for the diet program that works specifically for chronic pain, I have put together a structured program at a very low cost. So check it out in the link if you're interested. The link's in the descriptions. I also have a free 27 recipes to heal from chronic pain. So check out that as well. So there are 3 resources waiting for you in the descriptions below. The second thing that causes inflammation is over-exercising and lack of sleep. Most of the time I see problem the other way around, which is not exercising enough. So listen to this carefully. Every human being should exercise minimum of 150 minutes per week. There is a cardiovascular exercises like biking, walking, running, swimming, hiking, etc. You can lift weights if you want to. That does not count towards this 150 minutes. Now there are some women out there who wants to lose weight all at once. I have been there myself. But if you exercise 2 to 3 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week, and you don't get enough sleep, and when you over-exercise, and especially when you over-exercise, you need 9 to 10 hours of sleep to recover. Otherwise, you create pro-inflammations in the body, and that is harmful. It puts the body into the catabolic stage, which means it starts breaking down. It breaks down your muscles. Now, the third reason is the chronic stress. If you are a person who is dealing with a lot in life, whether it could be relationship issues, finances, work stress, or a family stress, dealing with chronic pain itself is very stressful. That means the cortisol level is higher than normal. That means the C-reactive proteins, interleukin-1, interleukin-6, and interleukin alphas are higher in your bloodstreams. These are called cytokines, and they are significantly higher in patients who are suffering with fibromyalgia. Now, the activities of these cytokines are linked with the upregulations of sensitivity to the nitrous oxide and prostaglandins, influence on the hypothalamic and pituitary and adrenal axis. I know it is a bunch of nerdy words, but it means your inflammatory markers are significantly high when you are under chronic stress. We all have stress, but how we manage it is the key. In order to manage your stress, please practice yoga, massage, and take some time to relax. The fourth one is a neurogenic inflammation. And you might be thinking, what? Never heard of it. But it is a crucial, very important one when you're dealing with chronic pain. So stay open-minded here and coachable. And this information is research-based, so not my opinion, or it's not a hypothesis-based. So it is a research and science-based. Now, nerves have a myelin sheets, and they peel off like a banana peel. The myelin sheets can nip off or peel off with some surgeries like an ankle sprain, fractures, or surgeries. Nerve fibers are similar in some ways to electrical wires, but just missing some intellectual properties. So what happens if the plastic comes off of those electric wires and electricity passes through them? It will give you shock, right? Nerve fibers works the same way, but when it shocks, the impulses goes in 2 directions. Now, if you tap on your funny bone, it hurts, right? And it makes your hand tingles, and it also causes the pain. So it goes to the brain, spinal cord and brain, and one way it causes the pain, and then the other side where it goes to the towards the body part, it releases the pro-inflammatory chemicals that causes pain, swelling, bruises. It's called inflammatory soup. And sometimes if you had an ankle sprain or something, that pain never goes away. I mean, after 6 months or 7 months, you still experience the swelling and bruising in that part. And that's because of the neurogenic inflammation. Now, the sad part is the myelin sheets never grows back, but it does calm down with some of the strategies and technique that we teach in our programs. We dive deep into the neurogenic inflammations to get rid of this the inflammations that's not even coming from actual tissue damage or tissue injuries. So I do have a link in the description below if you want to learn more about the program. So please check that out.